Oh, strange. Hi guys, welcome back to Marshall's Cafe. Hopefully you're having a great day. My settings are a little off, as you can tell by the fact that the screen popped up well before I did, and we're a little small on screen. So here we go, much better. All right. So anyhow, like I said, guys, Marshall's Cafe. How are you doing today? Today we are. I don't have the bag with me. Give me a second. I'm a little discombobulated. Oh God. All right, so pretend that didn't happen. So today, guys, we are doing a coffee review for Vino Caffeen'O. Here is the bag. So we met these people downtown at a farmer's market, and it's a guy and his wife. Extremely awesome people. Struck up conversation, let them know, we're starting out, trying to do some coffee reviews, and straight up gave us this bag to do. And I mean, we could not be more thankful. So, with that, we have taken way too long to do a review, but this is one of the better coffees I've actually been able to review, and I'm excited to bring this one to y'all. So, with that said, this is the Rwanda. I'm not even attempt to pronounce it, but look at the bag. What's really cool to me is the fact that they tell you here it is, and then on here it actually tells you about the coffee. So what it says on here is, we are fortunate to be able to carry this great Rwandan coffee. Farmers in Rwanda strive to grow quality coffee. This will help to offer economic recovery after years of civil strife. This coffee is rich and flavorful, with a medium acidity, no harsh bitter or over roasted, offering a great dark roasted, slightly smoky, bold flavor. So what's really cool about that is I don't drink my coffee black ever. Anyone who knows me in real life or has ever actually met me, I'm always dumping some kind of cream into it, or some kind of Splenda, or sugar, or just something. This is the first coffee, and I'm 31. This is the first coffee I have no problem drinking black at all. 100% love it. It is great. And as I'm telling you this, I'm realizing that the water that we have on our kettle to get it, because we are going to be French pressing this, we are going to need our thermostat thermometer. I left it over here when I grabbed the bag, so give me another second. I'm sorry, guys. So, like I said, I apologize about that. Let's go ahead and check our water that we have going. Yeah, we're at 150 degrees right now. So, with French press coffee, one of the things, and I'll tell you this every single time, you don't want your grounds to boil. I've already measured out our water to the exact grams that we're going to be doing. And then I use a 1/17th. So, for every 17 grams of water, there's 1 gram of coffee. So, with that said, I went ahead and put the coffee in our French press so it's ready to go. And I have our pre-measured water in our kettle over here, which is, it's getting hot, so I don't want to like, oh yeah, here's the kettle and sling water everywhere. So we have that getting ready. But whenever you're doing French press, you never, ever want to let your grounds or grinds, how whatever you want to call it, boil. Because when you do, it starts cooking them over again. And that's not what you want at all. You don't want it to cook. You want it to be just under what boiling is. So boiling is 212. And is it 212? Let's whip this out. Yeah, 212. Thought so. So, depending on the roast, depends on how high you want the temperature. And yeah. So, like I thought. Sorry. The higher you want, like a 195 to 200 degree temperature. So you want the 205 for lighter roast because it'll help bring out the flavor of it. But then you want a lower one for darker roast, which, as we went through with our handy dandy bag over here, this is a darker roast. So we want a lower temperature. So we're going to go somewhere Mm, about 195 to 200, depending. Like, is it going to be the end of the world if we get 200 or 205? No, it's not. It's just casual. It's whatever. It's not going to be the end of the world, but, it is what it is. So right now we're pushing about 172. So we still got a little ways to go. But, guys, so, like I said, I met these people. They don't even have a shop, which blows my mind because this coffee is so good. And so this guy does all the roasting, he does all the science and everything in house, and that just blows my mind. The level of dedication, of just care. He roasts everything himself, and later on, while we're drinking the coffee and waiting on the French press to actually, French press, we are going to pull up their website. As you can hear, my stuff is getting ready. So while we're waiting on the French press, I'm gonna pull up their website. I'm gonna show it to you. The website's well designed. Like I said, this is just a guy and his wife, and they're the nicest people. They go down to the farmers market, and when I first went down there, they're like, "Yeah, why don't you check out our cold brew and this Rwanda coffee that he gave me?" He said, "This is what we use for the cold brew," and I drank it and was blown away by it because, like I said, the guy doesn't even have a shop, but his quality of coffee is just so high. Oh my gosh, it is fantastic. Alright, let's check it. So he does have a few places around town that do host his coffee, and it's just, I wish more places actually knew about this, because I feel like right now, because the guy hasn't gotten the shop yet, he's like this hidden gem of coffee in town, because you got the Starbucks, you got the new Starbucks being made, you got the Dunkin' Donuts, you got all these other places, and then you got some other local places who, I had a double espresso at one of them in our downtown area, and it was absolutely the most acidic coffee I've had. Like, it tasted sour, and like I've told y'all before, the acidity in coffee is not bad. Coffee itself is a naturally acidic thing, coming in about like a 5 on the like pH scale. So this stuff was so acidic that it tasted sour. And normally you want like a acid level of about like, kind of to bring out the like florally taste of coffee, not the here's the pungent, we didn't do this right and it sat around for too long coffee. Alright, so our coffee is up to our temperature, so give me just a moment while I bebop over here and pour it in. Here's our old school kettle, courtesy of my wife. And as you can see the steam on camera, so you know this stuff is blazing hot. Alright, so we got that set up now. So what you want to do is, now that you have agitated all the grounds that are in the coffee, you have it in here, you want to take your spoon and you want to just stir the heck out of it. You want to get all the grounds completely saturated in water. And then as soon as you do, you go ahead and start your timer. So you normally do coffee about 4 minutes, or French press coffee for about 4 minutes. I've tried longer, I've tried shorter. 4 minutes is that sweet spot. So when you, alright, now that we got the top on there, it's basically impossible to see because of how dark these walls are. But what you do is you take the coffee, take the plunger that pushes all the coffee grounds down. You don't want to push it down first. You want to let it sit up top. But in order to retain some of the heat, you want to push that plunger down just barely under the water level. So that way it holds all the heat in the coffee still where it's at. Because you don't want it to go straight down and then it's just going to not emulsify as well with the rest, with the water, because everything's going to be smashed so far down. Guys, I do see y'all in chat, and I apologize for not being the most talkative, but Sky, Maddie, B, everybody else, thank you for coming in and hanging out and watching while we are doing this. We are trying to go ahead and get it done. This is the review, once again, for Vino Caffeen'O. Awesome coffee. just company, people, they're all great. So here, let's go and check this out. Here's their website. And look how legit this roaster is right here. The dude clearly knows what he's doing. So the About Us on here, I know it's a little blurry on here, so I'm going to read it to you. It says, we're so happy you stopped by to visit us. At Vino Caffeen'O, our goal is to provide you with a superior quality coffee. Whether it's to wake you up in the morning, warm you on a cold day, or just to enjoy with friends and family. We use the finest coffee beans available to bring you an exceptional cup of coffee. The company is new to the coffee community. Please bear with us as we grow and work towards our dream of roasting outstanding coffees, building our future cafe, and refining our website. Thank you for your patience and understanding as you venture on this journey with us. Awesome, guys, and just because I want y'all to check this out, here is the link to their website in chat. I will also post it on the YouTube video later whenever I post it on there, so I can send this to them so that way they can see how much, we enjoy the coffee. They got cute little pictures down here, and then you can go back to our story and it'll bring you back to the top. So we have give me a second, I'm waiting on everything to load. But yeah, so anyhow, website's super legit. My computer's being a little slow. We haven't used it in a few days. So give everything time to load. Yeah, so they have, what to me is really cool is this flat rate shipping. $7. So you could order whatever you want, $7. So when we look on here, it's got a bunch of stuff. They got their mug, and they got this blueberry cream coffee, which I smelled this in real life the other day, and holy moly, was it some of the best smelling coffee I've ever smelled in my life. Like, I just wanted to take it and lay it on my pillow and go to sleep with it. All right, so we're the last 30 seconds of the timer. So what you want to do is take the plunger that's on here, and you want to push it down super slow. It'll take the whole last 30 seconds. And as you are, it's going to pull those grinds down. But if you do it too fast, then it's going to stop some of them from getting stuck under the plunger. It's going to leak into your coffee. But we do not want that. So, as we push it down, it's pushing all those grinds down so that way you get a clean cup of coffee. And boom, we are done. Alright, so let's go get our coffee cup. Boom. Here we go. We got our Queen Bee cup, which is actually my wife's, and I'm not going to tell her. Look how beautiful that is. A lot of people think that coffee comes out black or brown, but it's actually got a red hue to it. And you can tell this by whenever you are looking at it later, like in your own kind of cup, and you have a lighter interior cup, like the inside of the mug is lighter, you can actually see the slight red hue to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this bad boy set up. So, after the 4 minutes, we test our coffee. And it's dropped down from about 195 to about 167 degrees. So, it's actually cooled down. It's still hot, but it's not burn your mouth if you tried to, if you accidentally spilt it on you, it's going to be hot, but it's not going to burn you. And yes, honey, I know you're I know you're here watching too. Oh, man, that was black. It's got that bold, beautiful flavor that dark coffee has. It's got the acidity, the light floralness to it. It's got that smokiness to it, but it doesn't have that pungent bitter that pops you in the face like normal dark coffee or medium coffees that have been done wrong. This coffee is smooth. it's got a good body to it as well. It helps with that smoothness. It doesn't feel like tacky in your mouth. It doesn't feel oily. It's just silky. It's what you want. It's You can tell that the level of care that was put into this coffee is just fantastic. I've been bragging about this coffee to everyone that I've talked to. Alright, so we're having an issue on our end with that. So we'll go ahead and come back here for a little while. I apologize for that. But guys, so we got this amazing coffee. And honestly, you don't even need you don't need creamer, you don't need the sugar, you don't need Splenda, half and half, what have you. It's just got fantastic just coffee. Like when I think of coffee now, this is immediately my standard of what I want the coffee to be. I don't want, you know, I love the flavored coffees, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge flavored coffee person. But when I think of this coffee now, or just coffee, I'm going to compare everything to this cup. Because if I can drink your coffee black, that means you are absolutely doing something right. And if I want your coffee black, you're doing something right. What does it smell like? It's got a good, dark, kind of earthy smell to it, which is really good because it's got that smokiness, it's got that roastedness, it smells kind of what you would expect like a fall coffee shop to smell like. Not packed down with all the like pumpkin spice and all the like eggnog flavors and all the other things here and there. It smells like coffee. It smells like you're out camping. Just that fall weather, like it smells like wearing a jacket and being warm. Like just the association that I get with it is so fancy. And I love it. So well, as the website's loaded correctly, let's go ahead and look over here. We got some other coffees that they have. Like they have a high jump start, which is a more caffeinated one. Blueberry cream. They got a hazelnut heaven. They got a Columbia. Like I said, that blueberry cream one. It seriously, I wanted to take it and just like lay down with it. It smells so good. Like I want to wake up in the morning that so it smells so good. And we are waiting on the rest of it to load up. You know, you got the Peru breakfast roast, which, excuse me, guys, I apologize. Anyone who knows me knows that breakfast coffee is my thing. I love a light roast. That is my number one. I go straight at them. I go for decaf, not decaf. Sorry, I go for the breakfast. I love the light roast. I love the extra caffeine in it because the lighter you roast the bean, the more caffeine it's going to take. But the heavier you have the caffeine, the heavier you roast the bean, the less the caffeine. I don't know why I said that in such a rhyme, but yes, they do have a caffeine free version or decaf. So they do have a bunch of the ones that they have on their website, which I have included the link in chat. It does have a bunch of different flavored ones or just the regular ones, all in decaf. And once again, here is the one that we are drinking today, which is the Rwanda Buliza. Like I said this earlier, I didn't want to try and say it because I knew I was going to murder it. But yeah, $4. Look at that. $4. That is insane. And one of the best parts about this company is 10% of the profits of this coffee go to support widows and orphaned children. Dude, so not only are they a small company doing it absolutely right, they are a company that's giving back as well. Plus, they want everyone to be involved with their journey, to go and do this with them. So, guys, look at that. That's just absolutely fantastic. You can order samples, which the $4 thing is the sample. The normal bags are $12.50. But still, you can order a sample of coffee. How many places charge you that little just for the sample of the coffee? Like, that's great. So, guys, I am going to go ahead and call it for this review. So we have Vino Caffeen'O, y'all. Absolutely fantastic. Please go on their website, order from them, let them know what you think. Even if you just want the samples, do it. The people are great. Absolutely worth checking out their coffee. Leave them a review. Tell them that I sent you. And guys, I hope you have a great day. Get you a cup of this Vino Caffeen'O because I promise you it is going to make your day better. Even if you're just, like they said on the website, hanging out with friends, like this cup of coffee is amazing. Like you've even seen this whole review. I haven't even put cream and sugar in it. It's that good. So guys, this is Marshall's Cafe. Hope you have a great day.